Well, hello there, fellow geeks and geekettes, and welcome to yet another video. So it seems that after Gina Carano, more and more people are starting to use their common sense, or rather, letting the world know that they are actually normal, and that not everybody has to bow down to the gods of feminism and inclusion and representation, and that not everybody has to be afraid of, well, saying what's true. Because Katee Sackhoff, or whatever you pronounce her name, the glorious actress who first portrayed Bo-Katan in the Clone Wars, she dubbed the character, she provided the character with her voice, and then she played the character of Bo-Katan Kryze in the live-action TV show Mandalorian, from which Gina Carano was so famously thrown out, so famously fired. She provided an interview to Looper, where she was asked about a question that we have heard many a time lately about female characters, and why is it that the female scene, the all-female Mandalorian scene at the end of the second season of Mandalorian worked so awesomely. So the question went, when you were cast on Battlestar, first they were asking her about Battlestar Galactica, where she also starred, there was a pretty vocal group of fans that was pretty pissed about Starbuck being a woman. That seemed to change once the show came out. But looking at the season finale of Mandalorian, and it's you and Mercedes and Gina and Ming-Na Wen driving almost all of the action, and people almost didn't notice. As a sci-fi action star, have you seen the attitude towards women in that space change? Well, I for myself would answer, no, it bloody hasn't, because there have been hundreds of awesome female characters in fiction. But never mind, what is important is what she said. She said, where is it? I shall provide you with a print screen, and she said, the reason why that scene at the end of Mandalorian worked was they didn't talk about the fact they were women. They were just the best people for the job, and they were there. And they did it, and they succeeded. We didn't stop to be like, female power, woohoo! You take the lead because you're the prettiest. You know what I mean? This was just the crew that was available, she added. And that's, my friend, the only correct thing that she could have answered, because it is absolutely true. Why do we, if we look at the primary world, the real world, why do we hire people? Well, we hire people on merit. We hire people because they are the best people to do the job. Well, the all-female cast of Mandalorians in the Mandalorian show was the team that was available at the time, and they were the best at what they did. So this is the difference between the scene in The Mandalorian, when it was absolutely fucking awesome and action-packed, and you just had to be excited about the scene, and, for example, the Avengers Endgame, where there was also such a scene, but that scene seemed, and it was, so forced and so constructed. Like, no, she's not alone. When all the female characters from all the Avengers and Marvel movies were fighting Thanos, this was apparent, clear, and obvious that it was forced, and it was made just for the sole purpose of the feminist inclusion. And that's why it was so bloody cringy. It was awful. It was the only scene in this entire film that made me cringe like well, a lot, let's say. On the other hand, the Mandalorian scene, I'm sure they had something like that in mind, you know, that we have to show strong women in this particular scene. They even got rid of the male Mandalorian that had been there previously with them, but nobody freaking noticed, because this scene was so awesome, so natural, that nobody really cared about the male Mandalorian guy. And that's it. That's all you need, really. It didn't seem forced. It didn't seem unnatural. It really did not seem what she said, the Katee Sackhoff, you know, female power. Woohoo! No, you didn't really feel this bloody thing from the seat. You only felt awesomeness, and that's why I love Katee Sackhoff. Now, I'm only afraid that something slightly similar might happen to her. What Gina Carano went through, but I hope not. I hope that she will just keep doing her stuff, her thing, and that she will not really get involved in any even remotely political discourse, because that's really not worth it today. You can't say anything that would not be, at the side of the mentally ill leftist people. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about the ending, or one of the ending scenes of The Mandalorian Season 2. What do you think about what Katee Sackhoff said, and if you agree with her and me or not, if your opinion differs in any way. And that will be all from me. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon, and may the Force be with you.